Hi, everybody. My name is Robin, and I am going to take advantage of this extra credit opportunity in making this video. The question here, what I have learned and my assessment of the role of social workers. Um, so, what I've learned in this class, I honestly, when I came into this class, I thought we'd be focusing on like various um, social injustices. And I felt myself getting really burnt out in this class. I'm not going to lie. Just the topics we were studying were just, I felt like we were really going over mass incarceration and racism so much that I was getting like burnout. However, in hindsight, um, talking about these important topics has been so ingrained in my brain that it's honestly it's really opened my perspective to these particular social injustices that I didn't really think about before. And I know that's the intention in this class is to, get it in our brains, help develop new perspectives, and see where this might actually take us in our social work direction. So even though I have my passion in other areas, this has actually sparked some interest in me as well. So some of the social injustices that um, I've learned so much about, and some even with the terminology I wasn't even familiar with, like mass incarceration and um, old Jim Crow, which I knew about, but not really a lot. I didn't know enough about it. So to get more in depth with Jim Crow and how this is all originated, and now the new Jim Crow, and how it's more of this like covert operation interwoven into our institutions. Um, it's like, wow, this is crazy. So you have Jim Crow from before, where it was this overt segregation of the Black community, and now we have this um, built-in. Uh, it's just, it's just like a sneaky, covert racism that's built into our society now, and into legislation and policy and all kinds of different things. So it's just really helped me to develop a whole new perspective in this regard. Stop and frisk policy, I was always aware of that, but the video we watched about that and the New York police officers having quotas was just, ugh, that makes me so angry to see that actually in play. And that's, something I thought might have been a myth, but to see it actually like this is real, that bothers me. I mean, that's just not okay. And the harsh sentencing, I mean, I think about cocaine sentencing, and powder cocaine having less penalty than crack cocaine, which is found mostly in urban areas and Black communities. I mean, that in and of itself is like this contrast in sentencing over the same thing. Um, School to prison pipeline, I'd actually never heard of that term before. And wow, that's so eye opening. Um, I have a 6-year-old son, and I'm a single mom, and I mean, this is just, I feel like I don't know why, he's been kind of like, I feel like a label's been put on him in school. He's been getting in trouble a lot. I mean, I'm getting code of conducts all the time, and he's in kindergarten, and I feel like the right resources are not in place for him. And he has a really good home life here and structure in my home, and his dad is involved. But we need more support. We need more resources. I mean, single moms, I think, are in that marginalized group as well. Racial caste system, I mean, that's been really, just to talk about it more, I feel more comfortable in talking about race, which is a really good thing, especially going in the social work field and therapy. I plan to move into clinical counseling moving forward. So it's just helping me to develop more of that cultural competence piece and knowing how to talk about these things that I really didn't feel comfortable with talking about before. So, role of a social worker. So I really like fellowship programs in prison. My pastor actually does this, and this is where he finds so much meaning and purpose in his life, in being able to provide this type of a service to these inmates and helping them to find their path to God. And I'm a Christian woman, and I know that that certainly helps guide my path. So I think when people can find meaning and purpose in their lives. That's incredibly important. Reentry programs are essential. We need more of those. Obviously, we need more funding. I'm a big advocate of transitional employment as well, like have that stepping stone so that when offenders get out of prison, they have a transitional employment agency where they can develop their job readiness skills, and they'll have um, that agency kind of like partnering up with the community and being able to steer them out towards employers and get employment and build that self-sufficiency piece and ultimately empower their lives. And I think when you can help to build individuals' lives up, that's in turn going to impact the family, it's going to impact the community. It's a micro, meso, and macro level benefit there when we're focusing on the individual. So I see a need so much for social work in the just in the whole the criminal justice system. There's such a need for social work. Not only, I mean, legislation needs to be changed, communities need to be educated. Urban Black communities need more resources and support. They need someone to be a voice for them and share what the needs are of the community, build opportunity for them so they can thrive. So as much as this, I might have complained and bitched a little bit about some of our discussions just being redundant. I now see how important it is to kind of really emphasize these critical. So these pieces are so important, and um, it's definitely sparked my interest in possibly looking into this as a career move moving forward. You never know. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I am hoping you all enjoy my video. Thank you.